I'm going down to my local PXG store to compare a Taylormade Qi4D model against the PXG Taylormade. Both have Ventus 6X blue shafts in them, and so we'll see how the data stacks up to see where PXG fits in the 2026 driver race. There we go.
289.6 carry, 316, 2000 spin, launches 11.
Okay.
Ball speed 170.
Coming off it. I'm overdrawing it. Started out more to the right and hook it. Or just push it. That's the one thing why I kind of went out of Taylormade's is the twist face. If I hit it on the toe like that and it's just marginal,
Right.
I end up getting blocks. They don't gear back.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
I get one more good one for comparison. That does. Low hook. It's not in very well.
Here you go.
Okay, let's see what this does. Trade in. So this is the tour mid.
Yes. At 10.5.
Tour mid. Same shaft setup. Ooh, okay. Let's see what that does. It's a little more upright. Yeah. About it felt like an equivalent strike to the last one that I blocked way out. Hangs better. Better.
Yeah.
How's the ball speed doing?
So ball speed
167?
167. On an average, you're at 165 with yours. We're at 166 with ours on an average.
Okay.
Let's try the 9 degree.
Now I'm going to switch into the Lightning Tour head in 10.5 degrees.
Ball speed there 167.
Now that was probably about a 1/4 inch up the toe. Yeah, it showed it there. So it speeds up.
Another good one.
Yeah, this one feels better. I don't know what that was though,
169.7, so 170 ball speed.
but yeah,
287 carry, 313.
but it's just out to the right. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
I like this shaft better.
There you go.
We're keeping the head the same, but just change shafts into the Ventus Black 6X with Velocor.
Yep.
I found the middle.
Well, that's a different shaft too. We went from the Ventus blue to the Ventus black.
Right.
Because you are pretty aggressive. Ventus blue might be a little bit too soft.
Well, maybe. Yeah. That's entirely possible. I do have I go back and forth like it's like cold weather, warm weather. I wish I was 22 and could just play all weather.
Yeah, 100%.
But,
They're just copying you, that's all.
oh my goodness.
Right.
Oh, look at that. Another middle.
Did you buy
Middle toe, but.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is faster.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yep.
So I told my friend, I said, if
And
this
Paul,
beats
when you
it,
bought the wages from us, did you buy
I'm gonna
it
come in
from,
for a fitting and get
through
50.
one of your clubs?
that's me trying to not hit it out to the left. Oh, that's perfect. So that one was, you'll see this. This is a great test for this driver's forgiveness. So that one was hit. I want to just keep it before you change it. I just want to pull this up real quick. So this, go ahead and do it. I just want to show it's 1300 spin. That was significantly high toe, and it's still finished down the fairway at 307 with 163 ball speed. So the drop off for where I hit it was not huge. I would have expected like a duck hook. All right, well, that's where a full fitting is gonna come in. Do we have the numbers to go over? If I can just
So,
see what we got.
so here's the lightning, and here's the.
So the lightning and the,
So the lightning's up top, right?
okay.
And then the Taylormade's here at the bottom.
So Taylormade, so the Taylormade's, it was just a little faster on ball speed, but not the total. So the lightning, now is that the lightning tour or the lightning mid?
The lightning mid.
Okay, so that was before we didn't have the Ventus Blackening, which was the better shaft. So even then it was still 171, so it peaked it by a mile and a half almost.
Even though you're a mile and a half, almost 2 miles, carry 254, 267 with
Yeah.
hours, total 290, 301 with hours. So
Yeah.
that's 10.
Well, and then the highest ball speeds there, so that just really comes down to like dialing in the shaft and a fitting.
So here is the Taylormade with the ball speed at 170. It didn't graph it there, and then it didn't graph the other one there, but if we look at impact, that's the lightning there, where the face was and everything, face angle. And actually this one was the best one, 170.7.
My goal when I set out to do this video was not to prove that PXG was a better driver than the Taylormade Qi4D. It was to show where PXG is in the marketplace. The PXG Black Ops, in my opinion, lagged behind the competition. It was about 1 to 2 miles an hour slower. It didn't sound very good, and quite frankly, I just felt it was like an inferior driver. While I love their irons, I just didn't particularly care for their drivers. I thought the Black Ops standard version was too big. It didn't sound great. This tour version was too small, a little too picky on its strikes, and they just didn't really have anything in between. So fast forward to 2026, I've gotten to test most of the manufacturers with several models within their lineup just to see which driver I'm going to play in 2026. My favorite so far has been the Taylormade Qi4D core model. And so I wanted to put that up against the brand new PXG Tour Mid and Tour Driver to see how it stacked up. Comparing the Tour Mid to the Qi4D, both at 10.5, both having real deal Fujikura Ventus Blue 6X shafts with Velocore. My numbers for the PXG, I got a swing speed average of 112.7 to 113.3. So we're about 0.6 miles an hour slower with the PXG. And the ball speed difference of 165.4 to 163.9. So the PXG Lightning Tour Mid was about 1.5 mile an hour slower on average ball speed. However, it did produce the fastest ball speed. So partially my takeaway from that is not that it's a slower driver, it's just that I didn't hit that head with that shaft combination as well. And the reason I say that is I did end up switching into the Ventus Black in the Tour model, and I hit that significantly better, which gave me a higher average ball speed than all the other drivers that I tested in different configurations. And that basically proves that the PXG Lightning series keeps up with the big OEMs, and it also stresses the importance of getting custom fit for your driver. I wanted to show a distance heat map for the drop-off in different areas of the face for several different heads that I've been testing. I had the GT2 and the Quantum Max pulled up because I believe that those two drivers are going to be very popular sellers in 2026, especially since Titleist has dropped the price. If you look at the Titleist GT2, it does very well in the center, out towards the toe in terms of distance drop-off, whereas anything hitting the heel, it loses more distance than most drivers. It's a red zone for that driver, whereas the Quantum Max does really well in the center of the face down into the heel section. So that's why it's very important to fit your driver head to your strike location, depending on where you tend to miss the driver. Another driver head that's going to be very popular in 2026 is the PXG Qi4D model. And you can see this is a little bit more balanced than the Quantum Max and the Titleist GT2 having a much larger sweet spot in terms of distance drop-off. Let's compare the Black Ops, which was a 10K driver, to the Ping G440K, which is also a 10,000 MOI driver. And you can see how much bigger the sweet spot is in terms of ball speed retention and distance drop-off on the Ping G440K model. The Black Ops tended to favor center to slightly toe side strikes. When we compare the Black Ops driver to the Lightning Tour Mid, you can see the gains that PXG has made in the face design, and they basically have a significantly larger sweet spot and very little to no red on the entire face. So the Lightning Tour Mid actually has a better distance retention and ball speed retention all over the face compared to the Ping G440K, which is going to probably be one of the most forgiving drivers by the numbers in 2026. Next, we're going to compare the Tour Mid to the Tour driver, and you can see what you would typically expect when you start getting into the Tour or low spin models, that you have drop-offs on both ends away from center. So the Tour is a little bit pickier on strike. But when we compare the PXG Tour head to the QI35 LS, you can see just how much bigger that sweet spot is on the PXG Tour, and what a great driver option that could be if you are looking for a lower spin head but aren't the most consistent ball striker. PXG has done an excellent job in 2026 of producing drivers that are, as they look good, they sound good, and they're performing at the same level as any of the OEM drivers. So when you're looking at a driver, consider where your strike location is to pick out the type of head that you need, whether you hit it in the toe or the heel. Pick something that works best for your strike, and then get custom fit, so that way you can get a great shaft that'll work with the head. I did much better with the Ventus Black because the PXG head is about 6 grams heavier than the Taylormade head. So that Ventus Blue that works well in my Taylormade head when I got fit doesn't work as well in that PXG head. So go get custom fit, and hopefully you find the best driver for you in 2026.